29 BC Octavian holds the first of 3 consecutive triumphs in Rome to celebrate the victory over the Dalmatian tribes. 523 John I becomes the new pope after the death of Pope Hormisdas. 554 Emperor Justinian I rewards Liberius for his service in the Pragmatic Sanction, granting him extensive estates in Italy. 582 Maurice becomes Emperor of the Byzantine Empire. 900 Count Reginar I of Hainaut rises against Svetobold of Lotharingia and slays him near present-day Sustian. 1099 Raniero is elected as Pope Paschal II, who would become deeply entangled in the investiture controversy. 1516 The Treaty of Noyon between France and Spain is signed. Francis I of France recognizes Charles's claim to Naples, and Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor, recognizes Francis's claim to Milan. 1521 After an extended siege, forces led by Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés capture Tlatoani Cuauhtémoc and conquer the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan. 1532 Union of Brittany and France. The Duchy of Brittany is absorbed into the Kingdom of France. 1536 Buddhist monks from Kyoto, Japan's Enryaku-ji Temple set fire to 21 Nichiren temples throughout Kyoto in what will be known as the Tenbun-Hoka disturbance. 1553 Michael Servetus is arrested by John Calvin in Geneva, Switzerland as a heretic. 1624 The French King Louis XIII appoints Cardinal Richelieu as Prime Minister. 1645 Sweden and Denmark sign Peace of Bromsbro. 1650 Colonel George Monk of the English Army forms Monk's Regiment of Foot, which will later become the Coldstream Guards. 1704 War of the Spanish Succession, Battle of Blenheim. English and Imperial forces are victorious over French and Bavarian troops. 1779 American Revolutionary War. The Royal Navy defeats the Penobscot expedition with the most significant loss of United States naval forces prior to the attack on Pearl Harbor. 1792 King Louis XVI of France is formally arrested by the National Tribunal and declared an enemy of the people. 1806 Battle of Missa during the Serbian Revolution begins. The battle ends 2 days later with a Serbian victory over the Ottomans. 1814 The Convention of London, a treaty between the United Kingdom and the United Netherlands, is signed in London, England. 1868 The 8.5 to 9.0 MW Arica earthquake struck southern Peru with a maximum Mercalli intensity of XI, extreme, causing 25,000 plus deaths and a destructive basin-wide tsunami that affected Hawaii and New Zealand. 1889 William Gray of Hartford, Connecticut is granted United States patent number 408,709 for coin-controlled apparatus for telephones. 1898 Spanish-American War. Spanish and American forces engage in a mock battle for Manila, after which the Spanish commander surrendered in order to keep the city out of Filipino rebel hands. 1898 Carl Gustav Witt discovers 433 Eros, the first near-Earth asteroid to be found. 1900 The steamer Deutschland of Hamburg America Lines set a new record for the Eastward Passage when it docked on Plymouth, England, 5 days, 11 hours and 45 minutes after sailing from New York, breaking by 3 hours, 6 minutes its previous mark in its maiden voyage in July.
1905 Norwegians vote to end the union with Sweden. 1906 The all-black infantrymen of the U.S. Army's 25th Infantry Regiment are accused of killing a white bartender and wounding a white police officer in Brownsville, Texas, despite exculpatory evidence. All are later dishonorably discharged. 1913 First production in the UK of stainless steel by Harry Burleigh. 1918 Women enlist in the United States Marine Corps for the first time. Afa Mae Johnson is the first woman to enlist. 1918 Bayerische Motorenwerk AG, BMW, established as a public company in Germany. 1920 Polish-Soviet War. The Battle of Warsaw begins and will last till August 25. The Red Army is defeated. 1937 Second Sino-Japanese War. The Battle of Shanghai begins. 1942 Major General Eugene Raybould of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers authorizes the construction of facilities that would house the Development of Substitute Materials project, better known as the Manhattan Project. 1944 World War II. German troops begin the pillage and razing of Anagia in Crete that would continue until September 5. 1954 Radio Pakistan broadcasts the Qawmi Tarana, the national anthem of Pakistan for the first time. 1960 The Central African Republic declares independence from France. 1961 Cold War. East Germany closes the border between the eastern and western sectors of Berlin to thwart its inhabitants' attempts to escape to the west, and construction of the Berlin Wall is started. The day is known as Barbed Wire Sunday. 1964, Peter Allen and Gwyn Evans are hanged for the murder of John Allen West, becoming the last people executed in the United Kingdom. 1967, 2 young women became the first fatal victims of grizzly bear attacks in the 57-year history of Montana's Glacier National Park in separate incidents. 1968, Alexandros Panagoulis attempts to assassinate the Greek dictator Colonel Georgios Papadopoulos in Varkiza, Athens. 1969, the Apollo 11 astronauts enjoy a ticker tape parade in New York City. That evening, at a state dinner in Los Angeles, they are awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by U.S. President Richard Nixon. 1973, Aviaco Flight 118 crashes on approach to A Coruña airport in A Coruña, Spain, killing 85. 1977, members of the British National Front, NF, clash with anti-NF demonstrators in Lewisham, London, resulting in 214 arrests and at least 111 injuries. 1978, 150 Palestinians in Beirut are killed in a terrorist attack during the second phase of the Lebanese Civil War. 1990, a mainland Chinese fishing boat Min Ping Yu No. 5202 is hit by a Taiwanese naval vessel and sinks in a repatriation operation of mainland Chinese immigrants, resulting in 21 deaths. This is the second tragedy less than a month after Min Ping Yu No. 5540 incident. 2004, 156 Congolese Tutsi refugees are massacred at the Gatumba refugee camp in Burundi. 2008, Russo-Georgian War. Russian units occupy the Georgian city of Gori. 2015, at least 76 people are killed and 212 others are wounded in a truck bombing in Baghdad, Iraq. 2020, Israel-United Arab Emirates relations are formally established.